2017 was quite a year for AR and VR. We learned a lot as the exuberance that defined 2016 was reined in a bit as several market signals emerged. And at the center of all of that was disappointing consumer VR hardware adoption, which is a key leading indicator because it comes first and creates an installed base for software and overall revenue growth. So that caused attention to shift in 2017 to mobile AR, given its installed hardware base of 500 million compatible phones, thanks to Apple's ARKit. But even that receded to some degree as consumer demand and content have been a bit anemic so far. But it's not all bad news. There were some bright spots for XR in 2017, including lots of investment in what we like to call building block technologies. And total VC spending was about $2.1 billion in 2017, which was about equal to what it was in 2016. Now, VR hardware sales, meanwhile, are ticking upward. So Sony announced in December that it has sold 2 million cumulative PSVRs, and we also saw the rise of standalone VR, such as Oculus Go, which was announced in 2017 for a mid-2018 launch. So Oculus Go's announcement was a particularly strong milestone because it will have dedicated hardware that's tuned for VR, as opposed to sharing functionality with a smartphone or having to plug it into a PC. So there's a lot less friction, which has really been a gating factor for VR adoption so far. And then there's also price. So at $199, Oculus Go will be right in that sweet spot where consumer interest spikes, according to ARtillry data, and that's also a giftable price point, so expect movement next holiday season. So sticking with bright spots, but shifting gears to AR, we expect an uptick in consumer interest around mobile AR apps, and that'll happen as developers learn how to build truly native, compelling mobile AR experiences, which, by the way, was the same learning curve we witnessed 10 years ago with the first smartphone apps. And Niantic's follow-up to Pokemon Go, which will be a game reskinned with a Harry Potter theme, will also accelerate demand when it releases later in 2018. Another key bright spot in 2017 was enterprise AR, so we began to see ROI proof points through pilots and case studies. Upskill, for example, reported an average 30% reduction in project time among its clients like GE, Boeing, and Coca-Cola. But one of the gating factors has been selling AR into enterprises and navigating the famously cumbersome sales cycles. But that learning curve is developing, and there's good momentum moving into 2018. So pulling it all together, overall the XR exuberance I referenced hasn't really been misplaced, it's just been mistimed. And we like to think of it like e-commerce in the early 2000s. So the eventual market size actually exceeded expectations, but not till 3 to 5 years later. And it's therefore better to view XR in 2017 as a period of early stage R&D than one that's realized its full potential yet. And on that measure, the sector is doing just fine. So that just scratches the surface in terms of 2017 learnings, but you can get a deeper dive in our new intelligence briefing on 2017 lessons and 2018 outlook. And we'll be back with another video brief like this one to unpack the 2018 predictions. And spoiler alert, we'll see pockets of real industry revenue growth and value creation in 2018, but they will require some strategic precision.